Hello everyone, welcome to the e-learning course. This is the quantitative research method. This is the master course, and we go to the week 2 data and the statistic because the first week we talk about the whole course. We will cover the topic, and also I show you the SPSS software because in this course we introduce the SPSS program because it's important. If you run the statistic, you need to use this software. Okay, I am the Chong Guang Ho. I am the Kunshan University in the this administration. So we continue the second week, and okay. So this is we will cover the topic, the data source and the descriptive statistic and the statistic interpret and the ethical guideline for statistic practice and the SPS introduction. We already run the SPS the last week. Okay, data source, because the data source is you not just collect the data from the questionnaire. Maybe you can find another data source. Maybe the second data. This is a editing source. This is second data. Maybe the internal company record. Maybe you can have the annual report, and they will publish in the website or in some paper, and the business data service, and maybe you have you will research in the economics topic. Maybe you can find some database is useful to you to collect the data. And the third one, the government agency, maybe the US in the United States, and maybe in the Taiwan, maybe they have the government, they have some open source, because now it's a lot of the government like the office, they already open the data, even you can use it. And the industry association, and some internet now, because a lot of company, maybe they will publish their data in the internet. Okay, so this is about the data. This is, you can see the employee record. Employee record is you can correct the name, address, maybe the ID number, and the second one, production record, part number, quantity produced, the labor cost, and the material cost. This is if you do the questionnaire, or you find the data, this is the main data we will collect. Inventory record, the same, the order, economic order, quantity, and the sales order, sales record. Okay, this sales value by region, sales value. Okay, credit maybe for their customer. Okay, customer profile. This is we will collect. Maybe not just in the questionnaire, maybe the company, they will collect the data, because maybe you go to the store, you join the membership, maybe you need to fill out your personal information. This is the company will collect the data. So when you go to the store again, they just, you show ID or give the number, they will know the list you shop, or your personal information. So this is the data. Every day you will use the data. Okay. And the data source, they have some reference. You can find the data. You want to not just do the questionnaire. This is first hand data. You can use the second hand data. Okay. Okay. Also, you can use the observational study. Okay. The survey. Okay. Like a study of smoker and non-smoker. Okay. And it's experimental. Okay. This is the type of the data source and time requirement. Okay. Maybe in the period of time you can do the research. Okay. Data error. So in the quantitative data research, you must be very careful. When you design the questionnaire, you need to know maybe the respondent, maybe they read your question. If they understand you mean in the question, so in the questionnaire you need to very careful to every question you need to be very careful, and maybe you need to ask your supervisor to check every like a sentence, and is very clear, and he can the respondent can understand what you mean and he can respond correctly. Okay, so this is important. If the respondent don't understand what misleading in the question, you will correct the wrong data, and the data you will run the statistics software, they will give you the different result. So it is very careful, because it's I saw some master student, when they design the questionnaire, maybe there is some maybe they have some question they're not very clear. So the data they analyze the data is sometimes they say it's very strange. Is why they come out this result. This is so you need to very careful when you design the questionnaire. Okay. And the descriptive statistical, last week we already talked about. In the SPSS, they have this function. Descriptive statistics, that mean you can run the report, maybe the age and how many people in the, like maybe in the occupation, this kind of, they can show the table and the graph, or this kind of information. And this is the data. We can see the sample is the data. Okay. And if you will have time, you can type the data into the SPSS and run the descriptive statistic. You will see this table in here. Okay. So this is another is the pie chart. You can see the range, so you can see the cost and the vertically this the frequency. Okay. Oh, this is the descriptive statistic. Okay. And when you collect the data, you need to know first. You need to know the population and the sample. Population is the set of element or interest in the particular study. So when you do like the convenience store, you need to know which area you need to cover, because maybe in the Tainan area or in the whole Taiwan. So you need to know the population and the sample, a subset of population, because when you do the survey, not all of them you will collect, because the time consuming. Maybe some respond, they fill out the questionnaire but they didn't finish. So this is the sample and the statistic interference. The process using the data obtained from the sample make estimate and the test hypothesis about the population. Okay, this is we will cover in a later class. And the census collect data in the entire. This is the for the student. This is impossible because the census is maybe for the government they need to do this. But now this is the now most of government they do it because it's time consuming and the cost a lot of money. Okay, and the sample survey. Okay, this is the we will do this one. Okay, so this is the step. Okay, this is the population consider all this one step 1, step 2, step 3, and the step 4. This is simple. Okay, and analysis is a scientific process. This is you can use the SPSS data. You will do this section, descriptive analytics. Okay, predict. In here we don't do the predict because predict is another. Maybe you heard about like the some forecast software they can do. Maybe in they will forecast the following week or following year, or we don't do. In here we don't talk about this one. Okay. So in here maybe we will talk about the big data because in the news or some article you will read big data now is very popular in any area because the big data. What's the big data? Because when you shop in the store, maybe the store maybe they will store a lot of information about the customer. So this is they have a lot of data for the customer. So this is the big data because the big data is the company now they try to process the data they store in their computer. Just if they use the data, they can know their customer better. So they have this some concept 3B of big data. This value, velocity, and the variety. Value is the amount of variable data, and the velocity, speed at which data is collected in the process, and the different data types. Okay, this is the 3B. Okay, and another one is data warehouse. This is maybe some company they will do this section like the Google, Facebook, or the big company. Maybe they need to process the data they have a very large amount of the data they need to process. Okay, like the Walmart, 20 or 30 million transactions per day. Okay, they need to process, and they need to have a very capacity. Maybe they have a need to find the capacity to store their data. And the data mining, this is another kind of statistic. Because they maybe some like the manager, they need to make better good decision, and then maybe they try to find the best solution in better solution for their company. So this is the data mining. Okay, some application. So this course we will cover a little bit in the later class, but whole session we will talk about the SP statistic. Okay. And the SPSS we will use in you show the slide. We use SPSS software, and the school already buy license, so that you can download from the like the in the computer lab, and they can give you the they can give you the copy, and they can download in the laptop. Okay, so you can see this is the SPS screen. You can see this is the response, and this is each is the variable. Okay, and we already know the data view and the variable view. Okay, and you can see the data we will type in here. So the first row, this is the first respondent. We will type the data in the first row, and the second row is the second respondent. We will type the data, and the data is to come from the questionnaire. So when you type the data, you must be very careful. The type the data is correct. So you need to check very is correct in you type the data. Okay. So the variable type this we already talk about, and today we will talk about clearly. Okay, numeric. This is the number, or maybe the integer, or not, maybe a decimal. This is the numeric. Okay, 7. Okay, this is the string, and this is the letters. But in the SPSS, if you type the string, they cannot analyze. The system cannot analyze. They just can show the string, but they cannot do the calculation. So calculation, if you do the mathematics, you need to change to the number. So the same as what's your occupation. Maybe you need to assign the 1, 2, 3 in a different occupation. Okay. Currency, this is the money, but this is the number. Okay. Date. Okay. So this screen is the catch from the SPSS program. So you can see the numeric command dot the function. The date, you can see the different format. Okay. And this one, this is maybe this variable numeric, so they can assign the number. So maybe what's your sex, gender. So they can, one is male and the second is female. So this is the assign the number, and this is the chart section. You can show you the table, and also they can show you the pie chart or some like a diagram. Okay, and this is the source. So in the SPSS you don't need to write the code. It just know how to use the function, and in the software you need to learn how to write the like a programming code. But in the SPSS you don't need to write the programming code. Okay. Okay, and this is example. Okay, so you can do the practice. Just type in in this example we have 3 variables: name, gender, height, and how many respondents in this example. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you have 13 respondents. Okay, and we have 3 variables. Okay, and also the gender, this is a string, because this the name, and the gender you can assign the number. 1 is male, 2 is the female. Okay. So after you type the number, you can see the screen in here. Okay. 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 So the screen is like this. Okay. Okay. And also you can use some function. Okay. Okay. So after this three example, we can try the frequency, descriptive, and also you can try the linear regression analysis. We will cover this in the later class. And the frequency is you can show the table and the sum graph, and the descriptive the same. Descriptive maybe you can show the minima, maxima, and the mode or this average, this kind of information. And the linear regression is if the variable they have some relationship you want to find out, maybe the A will influence B, and B will influence C, and you want to find the direct relationship or indirect, you can use the linear regression and this is the SPSS already have the function. Okay. 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 So this is we will show the class how to run the SPSS. Okay. Archer. Okay. Gender. Okay. And then you can see the result. Okay. Okay. Also you can see this is you can see the circle this is chart. Okay. And also in the descriptive, you can in the SPSS you can set up the mean, standard deviation, variance, minima, maxima. Okay, and they have some distribution. You can see this is a normal distribution or some statistic. Okay. Okay. And this is a regression analysis. So the SPSS they have a lot of function. In this course we will cover. Okay. And this is the linear regression. You can see this is the slab. This is this is the positive. Okay. So this is the salary, and this is they have this is the R square is the 77.5%. This we will talk about the later class. Okay. So today we just to learn how to know the function, how to run the linear regression and the descriptive statistic. Okay. The second session we will run the SPSS. In this session we just show you how to the screen. Okay. Okay. So let's do the practice 1. Okay. How would you put the following information into SPSS? So this example, and now we do we need to insert the data into the SPSS. So we just start the SPSS, and you click. We use the new file new and the data. Okay. So in the screen, you can see the name type wise. Okay, so this is the variable view. And the first one, we type the name. Okay, name. Okay, so the name, the type is this is the string. And the wise is a of okay, no decimal. Label is the name, and the variable we don't need to do this. Okay, and the second one is gender. Okay, and this is a numeric and no decimal. And this label is the gender. We type the gender, and the value we need to assign the number. Like 1 is the male. Okay, and the 2 is female. Okay, so just click OK. And this is the, you can call the scale, ordinal, and the norm. Okay, scale is in the ordinal is okay. And the second one is high, ht. Okay, this is the number. Okay, numeric. And this is because this have the decimal, so the decimal will be 2 is enough. And we type the height. Okay, is the okay. So now we begin to input the data. So the first one, and the gender is the female is 2, and the height is 5.7. Okay, and the second one, Jennifer. Okay, so the 2, 5.4. Okay, and the Tara is 2, 5.3. And the Christine okay, so not enough, so name made 9, 10. Okay, the male is 1, 5.6. Okay, Juice. Okay, male 5.8. Okay, this male 5.7. Okay, male 2, 5.5. KB is 2. Okay, 5.5. Sandy 2, 5.6. Daniel 1, 6. Kura and this is the 2, 5.4. So you can see this kind of data input. This is when you do the quantitative research in your systems, it's the same, but the variable is not just the 3. You maybe you have more. So this is when you type the data, you're very careful. It's the correct. Maybe sometimes you type so many. Maybe you type some error. Okay, so very need to be careful. 9, 1, 6.1. Okay, so we done in the data input. So we can check the variable view, and we can change. So it's the same as the table in the slide. Okay, so the variable we just gender, we one define the male and the 2 the female. Okay. And you can try this one. You can go to the data and the showcase, and you can have the ranking. So you can see if I choose the name. Okay. And you can see this one. They have the ranking. A is the A to D. Okay. So let's say, okay, it's the example. The file name maybe we call it example 1 in the save. Okay. So you can see in the data showcase, you can see we choose this one. We can use the escalating and the discating. We choose the discating. Okay, so let's go to this one. This is discating. Okay, so the SPSS he have a lot of function. Okay. So let's go to the practice 2. We see the practice 2. Okay. First, we see the question. How would you sort the data by the height or student in descending order? Okay. So let's go to the SPSS. You see the question he want to in descending order, and is the high. Okay. So you go to the data and the showcase, and choose the height, and choose the descending, and okay. And you go to the data view, so you can see height. Okay, this is a descending. Okay. Okay. And the example you can see in the slide, transforming data. So let's try this one. So in the example, you can go to the transform, and you click compute variable. And this section this function you can you can define the new variable. Okay. So you can see the slide. You can add this example, add a new variable named in height, which is the natural log of height. Okay. So let's try this one. So the target variable is the in height. We type in height, L-E-I-G-H-T. Okay. And this function will be, you can see the function in height, L-N, and we choose the height. Okay. And at this we okay. In height. Oh, is the you need to the capital. Okay. Okay. In height. Okay. So let's go to the SPS data. You will see this is the in height. We have we already create a new variable. Okay. And you see the practice 3. Create a new variable name is a square height, which is the square root of height. Okay, how do we do this? So the same procedure. We go to the transform compute variable, and this is the target value. We change the name square SQRT. Okay, SQRT. Okay, and square root we can change in the SQR and the height. SQRT. Okay, SQRT. Okay, SQRT. Okay. Okay, so we check the data view, and you can see this one. Okay. And maybe you have question, how do we when you type the compute variable, and you can choose the function group as arithmetic. You can see a lot of function. You see the len, the square, this one. Okay, so we have a lot of function we can choose. Okay. So this is the answer. Oh. Thank you for watching. Okay. Let's continue to run the SPSS for this example. This is in the slide. You can see the you open the employee data.sab this file and go to the file and clean the data. So let's go to the SPSS this program. So when you open the employee data this SPSS file, so you can see in this sample data we have several variable ID, gender. You can see the variable view. Okay, we have 10 variable. So you can see the gender. This is the male, female. This is it use the different code. And the education, they have the different value. Okay. Okay, so you check the analyze. Okay, frequency. Okay, and you choose you can see the small box. You choose the gender, the variable. Okay, and you click the arrow sign this, and you will see the right box. Here will show the gender. Okay, so next step you click the chart, this button, and you choose the bar chart. This function will the system will come out to some diagram. You can put for example in your thesis, you want to come out some chart. You can use this kind of function to the system, the program will show the chart, and you can put in your thesis. And you can see the bar chart, pie chart, histogram, and the chart value, and you can show the frequency, a percentage. Percentage maybe you use the pie chart. You have the whole, maybe is 100%, and you can see what percentage of this okay. So continue, and okay. Okay, so you can see the first table. This is the 474 respondent. Is zero is the no missing data, because the system will check maybe there's some respondent, maybe they didn't fill out, they didn't give the answer, so they will delete. Okay, and the gender, this is the female, male. You can see the female is the 45.6%, and the male is the 54.4%. And the pie chart, you can see the female, male, and the frequency. Okay, so maybe we can try different chart. You can see analyze the same frequency, and the chart, we can use the pie chart, and maybe we use the percentage, and okay. So the total is the 100%, and you can see sometimes you want to show the figure in the chart. You can double click, and he can show he can change. You can see some function view and edit element. You can show the data label. Okay, and you can see this one. So you can see the female 45.57%, and the male is the 54.43%. Okay. So when you finish, you just click the right. Okay. So you can see the chart will change the format. Okay. So if you want to copy to in your Word document, you just right click and copy, and you can put in your Word, copy and paste in your Word document. Okay. Any question? Okay. Okay, so the next. Okay, so we go to the analyze and the descriptive statistic, and we try the second one, descriptives, and we choose the education level and the begin salary. Okay. Okay. And we click the first button, options. And in this box, you can see the descriptive option is the mean, sum, mean like average. Sum is the you add all is, and the person in the standard deviation variance we click, and the max, minimize, maximize. Okay. Okay, and the distribution we click first one, kurtosis. Okay. After this, we click continue, and we click OK. Okay, so you can see the output is show the table. Okay. Minimize. You can see the education level and the begin salary. Okay. Education level is A year and the 21 year. Okay, and the begin salary. Okay. Maxima is the 79,000, and the 9,000, the minimum 9,000. Okay. And the mean is average. So this is the descriptive analysis. Okay, so the next we can try the linear regression analysis. Okay, so you go to the analyze and the regression, and you see you have the linear. This you choose the second one, linear. Okay. And you can see you have the dependent and the independent. Dependent is mean this variable will influenced by independent variable. So the dependent variable is the begin salary. Okay. And the independent is education level, because education level may be influence the begin salary, because they have the relationship. Okay. And okay, and the other function we will talk about in the linear regression the section. So here just you just need to know how to process the SPSS. Okay. So you can see the output. We have show the several table. The first one, this is you can show the dependent variable, independent variable. This, and the model. This is the R square, and the ANOVA table, and the linear regression is the coefficient. Okay. And also, we will, if you want to show the graph, and you can try this one graph, and you choose the legacy dialog, and you choose the scatter plot, okay. And this is the simple scatter. Okay, define. Okay. So the X will be education level, and Y is the begin salary. Okay. So you just click OK. Okay. Education level, begin salary. Okay. So you want to show the chart. You can see okay. So this one. Okay. Education level, begin salary, and if you want to show the formula, okay, apply. We can show and also we can move. Okay. Okay, so this is the regression formula. Okay, linear regression formula. And also you want to show the R square. You can show the R square in this element action. Okay. Okay, so this is the linear regression. Okay. Okay, so the next week we will go to another topic. So any question, so you can check use the e-learning portal and X and also you can ask in the class or the online. Okay, so see you next week.